Watch.
I don't know because it's live right now. What changed?
It's not live right now. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Welcome, everyone, to the Cowboys DLLS Podcast, where today's conversation is the debate between CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jones about the sun. The show starts. Meow. Headline. There's a good little picture of Jerry with the sun in the window and curtains. Curtains.
Y'all.
Welcome, everybody. Get it? Curtains. Because they could go in front of the window, but also
to the wall.
To the wall.
Okay.
Until the sweat
Drips down.
No, I shouldn't have said.
Oh, ski.
I forgot the Charlotte.
Ski.
gosh darn. Parker in the chat, this going to get me through this season. And I want you guys to know that that's our goal.
This is therapy.
Our goal is that even though they're terrible and the season's over, we're going to have ourselves a time.
We going to ski.
Oh, my God.
We are going to do skeet stuff. Zeke's still on the team, huh? Yes, he is. Not only that, he didn't even have to come out of the game after he fumbled. He got to go right back in. That didn't happen when Hunter Lipke fumbled last year. We do need a window or curtain sponsor. That would be great. Welcome in, everybody. We got a lot of things to discuss today. Cooper Rush or Trey Lance. How many more games can they lose? Is Mike McCarthy going to lose his job? Is CeeDee yelling at Jerry through the media? Is Micah yelling at Mike through the media? Holy cow, what a day. My name is Jeff. Next to me is former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holly.
Oh, Jesse Holly went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
Hey.
Without fools, there will be no wisdom.
Facts. Much like you don't get the joy of the Cowboys winning without the misery of them losing. Because you wouldn't know what joy is because you haven't experienced the opposite, you know? I'm sorry for the 30 years, but what are you going to do? Next to Jesse is the greatest beat writer in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, Clarence Hill.
If you want to win, put pop.
Our pop.
The sun is on fire. We don't need no curtains. Let them burn.
Let's see the blind.
Burn.
Y'all just.
What's under that quarter zip, though, homie?
Oh, my God.
You got something on?
There you go.
T-shirt. We shamed him.
It's cold outside.
Close it.
You that song? It's cold outside.
We shamed
We
him.
shamed them into
It's cold outside.
Can't go raw dog in a winter, baby.
It's
Let's
cold
go.
outside.
Y'all be shaming yourself.
Shamed him into it.
Next to Clarence is the greatest X's and O's analyst in the history of the Dallas Cowboys, Aisha Morrison. 2 hours.
Stop it.
What?
Dave Hellman exists.
Dave ain't watching tape, though.
There are levels.
Yeah,
Dave
Hollywood
ain't
now.
watching.
I
Dave ain't watching
aspire.
tape.
Dave in Hollywood now.
Dave's in Hollywood now. Yeah.
Oh,
Congratulations.
yes. Happy Veterans Day to all my fellow veterans. We appreciate you.
To the
We care
vets.
about you.
We salute you.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Can I get a swig of your canteen?
If one of you guys could tell Jerry something for me, if you're a veteran. Because I
Please
feel like
don't.
on Veterans Day, he'd have to just let you talk
That's a good point.
whatever kind of way.
That's a good
Today
point.
you were shielded. And you could go tell Jerry what's what.
Do we have any veterans on the beat? Like reporters?
No,
No,
No?
nothing I know of.
not at all.
Bunch of cowards.
It's you don't
Just a bunch of cowards.
I'm a double agent.
Yeah. Okay, so my favorite thing from the post game was that not everyone is a perfect soldier, if you will.
Mm.
Like Dak Prescott, when you get him in the media and ask him questions about stuff, he'll just talk about personal accountability, and we're gonna do the best we can and live in the moment and do blah 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 blah. But you catch CeeDee Lamb in that locker room, and he's gonna be honest with you. So CeeDee, not that it matters. I want to be real.
Please
clear.
do that.
I want to be real.
Please
clear.
do that.
Please disclaim.
It didn't matter on that play
Exactly.
because I don't know if Cooper Rush saw Ferguson and CeeDee and was like, I don't know what to do, so I'll just split the difference and throw to nobody. Or
Hit
if
the
it was
one in the middle.
Or if it was a terrible throw to Ferguson or a terrible throw to CeeDee, or if his body got confused, it was like, I don't know, but they're both kind of over there, so I'll just throw it between. I don't know what he was
Or he
doing.
was
For the
thinking-
record, he said he was throwing to CD.
Yeah, I
And
thought he
CD
was
said he
throwing
lost
to
to the
CD.
Sun. He said he was throwing to CD.
Okay, so Cooper said that he made the worst throw ever.
Well,
Was it a
no,
bad
CD
throw?
didn't see
He
it,
was
so he
open.
slowed down. CD didn't, he didn't see it in
I
the
thought it was a
sun.
good design. When I went back and watched it this morning, did you watch
There's
it?
17 yards behind him.
No, it's the play. I thought the play was
So he was
correct.
throwing it as if CeeDee was going to stop back there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
I
Okay, because
guess,
CeeDee was
but-
running across the back of the end zone,
Yeah,
and
he
he
was
threw it
throwing
back there.
Yeah, he was throwing to
But
CD.
CD
Gonna
couldn't
stop.
see. Like CD
You're
kept
supposed
running.
to sit in that window.
There
and stop.
was a window. There was an opening, and I think
That window
Ferg-
extended
extended all the way over
I'm
there.
gonna be honest with you. If he stops, then you have two players that are standing like this.
He's standing behind Ferg.
Like, you'd be standing behind Ferg.
And I think that's why Ferg. But we've seen that. That's a whole nother conversation because we've seen spacing issues all
Anyway.
season.
Anyway.
I thought you were going to say it wouldn't have mattered the outcome of the game.
Oh, it wouldn't matter the outcome of the game either. But I think it also didn't matter because it was a terrible throw. So anyway, CeeDee then is on camera. I love that they caught a couple of things on camera in that game, including Cooper Rush not realizing he was being taken out of the game and he was walking on the field. And so I was like, Coop, not you. And he was like, what?
He was so good.
The other quarterback.
Yeah. But CeeDee couldn't see it. And then after the game, it was like, so on the goal line, he was like, yeah, I couldn't see it. And they're like, because the sun? He was like, yeah, the sun. And then he got asked, like, would you be in favor of curtains? And it was almost like he was staring into the camera to make sure everyone knew he was being real clear. And he said 1,000% in favor of curtains. And then the question was, have you told Jerry that? And I forgot his exact quote. He was like, that's what you guys are
Yes,
doing
that's
for me
doing
right
right
now.
now.
Yeah, but see, and I hear you, but it would be mean even more if the players went to Jerry.
But Jerry said through the media that doesn't
I
matter.
understand
Like,
that,
what
but
was
it's
the
only the
thing-
media asking him if his players went.
No,
to
but like
him.
the tour thing. He
Right.
said, no one has ever complained to me, and if they did, it wouldn't matter.
That's
because
fine.
they'd be swimming against the current. So
That-
CeeDee's already heard it doesn't matter.
Okay, but still, fight City Hall. You got to try. I mean,
Yeah.
if this is important to you, you can't just say let the media ask. Players have to let Jerry know. Jerry's stubborn. He's not going to. It's his baby. You're not going to. He's going to protect his baby. This is, the favorite thing he's done outside of winning Super Bowls was build that stadium.
But
they
how
call
did
it
he-
Jerry World. He don't want you to criticize his baby. It's going to take players to say this needs to change.
Yeah.
Isn't that what CD just did?
No,
Right, that's
to
what-
him.
CD just told him.
personally,
He just
not
told
through
us.
the media.
He
But
just
I
told-
mean, that's how he talked to them.
yeah, he likes to talk to the media.
He
I
talks
just-
to them in person too.
I get that.
He'll talk back.
He talks to them in person.
I'm on the fence.
When he cuts them, he talks to them in person. He don't
'Cause
do it
I-
through the media.
I mean,
not
I see what Clarence was saying. But how do we know? But also too, like Clarence, how do we know that hasn't happened?
It hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened.
No.
You can confirm.
Yeah, I mean, it
Okay,
hasn't
we
happened.
trust you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just surprised. I guess I'm not surprised. There's nothing as it relates to the size of an ego that could surprise me from Jerry. But the fact that he goes from such extremes, like I do think it's a really funny topic because it's so stupid. I think it's
so-
hilarious.
Did you?
He built a stadium the wrong way. Like last night, I was playing volleyball, and it's tough if you're the hitter on the right side when you go up and the set's coming from the middle, because like every other sporting venue, it is built north to south because the sun goes over it, and that way no one's staring directly at it at all times, because that's what we do with every sporting venue at every level ever built, except Jerry's, because that would be prettier. I don't know. I still don't know the reason that he built his stadium the wrong way, and I think it's hilarious. But the fact that his ego, when you ask him, hey, that's the 97th time that the sun's been in somebody's eyes, and so they couldn't catch football or whatever. What about the curtains? The fact that his giant ego's reaction to that is, why don't we just tear the whole stadium? It's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm asking you about a very simple thing
That could
that is relevant.
Right.
And you're throwing a fit at me. Why?
Yeah.
Well, too damn bad is what Jerry said.
And that's what he said. He's
well,
stubborn.
too damn
and,
bad.
And the funny thing is, he came to the press conference last night with his fist balled up because he brought up the curtain without even being asked. He said, "We do know where the damn sun's going to be at the home stadium, okay?" And they asked him why
shots
not
fired
put
at
up more.
Mike.
No, but here's
Shots
the thing
fired
with
at
that.
Mike. Yeah, I'm saying that's what he said.
Shots fired.
I
Shots
never time
fired.
out you. I never time out you. I have to time out that comment because here we go. Jerry, this is another dumbass thing you said. Yes, we do know where the sun is. So if you're inferring from that what you want is to strategically use the sun to your advantage, what you're telling me is that you want the other team to have the ball in both halves when you win the coin toss.
Right.
Because you're telling your coach to pick the sun. You can do that.
Right.
You can pick direction. Belichick did it once. I think he did it in a playoff game because the wind was like 35 miles an hour and he wanted them going into the sun, punt it to me, and now we're going to score easy. Like, you can pick direction. If you're telling me you want the other team to have the ball in both halves so that you can have the sun in the second quarter,
That's crazy.
sure, Jerry, you're a genius.
Yeah.
You're an effing genius.
And then he doubled down. Why not put up the curtain? Well, let's just tear down the whole stadium and build another one. Are you kidding me?
Weirdo.
Are you kidding me?
What a weirdo.
Where's the moon?
Where's the moon?
Y'all.
It is.
Everybody's
It's a
got
kid.
the same thing. Every team comes in there with the same issues. They know where the sun's going to be. Every team has the same thing.
So what he's saying is you can only throw to the corners of the end zone if you have the ball at that time. Is that I don't know.
I find this
So
very...
Mike McCarthy called plays differently because of the sun. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the world knows what the sun is. You get to know the sun almost a year in advance. So someone asked me about the sun. What about the sun? Where's the moon?
So this goes. That's right.
these are Jerry
He did say,
quotes.
"Where's the moon?"
Where's the
I
moon?
gotta pull that audio and get it
Where's
on my
the
soundboard.
moon? It's
Where's
killing
the
me.
moon?
To his point, it's correct. Everyone in the world knows where the sun is, which is why every
A year in
sporting
advance,
venue in the world is
Goes
built
it.
north to south, except yours. What?
They were going to build hotels that were going to block out the sun.
Yeah, where are they?
They're in Frisco.
They're in Frisco.
So a Frisco hotel was
No,
gonna-
they're down here right next to us because you know who built hotels around that building? American Airlines Center. They got everything.
Oh, yeah, they went to high
everything
rises.
is sprouted up around American Airlines Center.
Yeah.
You ever seen those before and after
But
pictures?
Jerry's-
When they initially built American Airlines Center, there was nothing here, and now
But
everything is around there.
isn't-
That was supposed to happen in Arlington.
But if that was supposed to happen in Arlington, it would have to happen on where Jerry's parking lots are.
Well,
Who would have thought at week 8 we would be talking about the curtain?
Oh, I know. Every year we're going to talk about him at least once because it's going to happen. There's going to be a
But
third
where's
down
the
play,
moon?
a fourth down play. But where
Where's
is
the
the
moon?
moon?
Where is the moon?
I think that this is...
to the moon.
How come it
think
never happens to the
Dallas.
other team?
I know a lot of people think... I know a lot of people think that this conversation is pointless, but I feel like it is such a reflection of the stuff we've been talking
Oh, yeah.
about. The literal get down to the nitty-gritty, is this about football?
Right. It's an only us
Conversation.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Only us.
Like, only we can understand, like, the
Only here.
frustration about what's going on. Like, this is just, it's so redundant and pointless. Like, just fix it. Just do what you need to do for your players to have more success or for them to be comfortable. That touchdown, if that's a touchdown, this game is different in that moment. The defense was playing well at that point. I mean, the offense, you just look for the offense to give you something. You drew it up. It kind of looked like it was supposed to work. It could have worked, and people can't see. This is crazy. Like, I'm with Jeff. I find this so insanely stupid because it is just common sense stuff that's clearly not common or cared about.
They built $1 billion stadium the wrong way.
Even if you did build it the wrong way, just put up the curtains.
built it the wrong
like
way.
even if you did build it the wrong way,
I think that's why he's mad.
just do what you
He spent $1 billion on something that was
Mediate.
fundamentally wrong.
mediate. Like, come on. All
But
right.
it's still the finest stadium in the world. They're going to do this, you know, the soccer, big time soccer. World Cup's going to come here. Everybody wants to come to AT&T Stadium because it's a great venue.
Oh,
They
just
got a
beautiful.
Grand Prix coming in there,
Great
right?
Oh, it's
venue.
beautiful. Oh, it's
Coming to
beautiful.
Arlington, yeah. It's
They
a great
do.
venue.
You instigating
They do
again.
have the Grand
You
Prix
doing
coming
that
in.
thing.
Grand Prix Arlington is coming. The
It's
downtown's going to go
You rubbing
around
off on
AT&T Stadium.
Where do they do monster trucks?
With
I
the
don't feel like
subtle-
monster trucks pull 100,000. That's not AT&T, is it? I want
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah,
I
they
want to go
do
see
that.
monster
No,
trucks.
That
monster
monster truck's coming
monster
there?
trucks pull about
They pull 100,000.
Yeah.
60, 70.
Yeah.
Boy, I used to love me some monster
Yeah,
trucks.
they
monster trucks.
coming.
that's
Back when
good, big
Bigfoot was
business.
getting his shine on.
And Grave
Now I
Digger?
feel like it's more of a Gravedigger show
Yeah, it's a
still.
Gravedigger
but,
show now.
Bigfoot used to be the king of the mountain.
Oh my
Who's your
God.
favorite monster truck? Leave that in the chat. Welcome to a post-game show about the sun.
The sun.
Coming
The
up
moon.
next, Mike McCarthy's job. Jerry says he's good. Micah says he doesn't work hard. All of that is next on the Cowboys DLLS podcast.
While we're talking about the moon or the sun or the
When
curtains,
the moon hits your eye.
like a big pizza pie
That's
called HelloFresh.
That's
That was
HelloFresh.
Amari.
What is HelloFresh? HelloFresh gets fresh, farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. No more trips to the grocery store. No more lines. You don't have to look at those folks with those that come in the stores that probably shouldn't have like halter tops on, and the belly's out.
And they're missing a foot.
No more of those. You don't have to worry about, do they got Apple Pay? You don't have to worry about none of that. It comes right. It comes right to the door. Skip the trip to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why HelloFresh is the #1 American meal kit. Use our promo code FREECOWBOYS with an S at the end. Don't forget that S. Use our promo code FREECOWBOYS. What do we get off on this one? I didn't see that in the promo.
HelloFresh.
Oh, you get off.
It's in the
HelloFresh.
last sentence. I think you get the 7 free.
Yeah, I want you to
meal
see
thing.
what I want you to see what it looks like on mine to try to read those little bitty words. You get something off on HelloFresh.
Oh, yeah, you got to really zoom in
Yeah,
there.
you gotta really zoom in
don't
on
worry,
that
I got
one.
you.
What we
10
got?
free meals at
10 free meals.
HelloFresh.com/freecowboys. Applied across 7 boxes. New subscribers only, varies by plan. That's 10 HelloFresh meals for free just by going to HelloFresh.com/ Let me scroll back over. Which one is it? Free Cowboys?
Free Cowboys.
Yeah. That. Hey, shout out to my guys at Sleeper, by the way, where last night, see that? That's green, baby.
Oh my
That's a
God.
winner.
Steph Curry,
Here
more
he
than
goes.
19.5 points. Amon St. Brown, more than 50 receiving yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, more than 50 rushing yards. CJ Stroud, more than 200 passing yards. David Montgomery, anytime touchdown. Bang! Your boy won on Sleeper. Make your picks. Your favorite, least favorite players, will they get more or less than their projected stat lines? And if you sign up with the promo code DLLS Boys, you will get up to $1,500 matched on your first deposit. Our friends at Sleeper. Okay. Onward and upward.
Sorry, HelloFresh. Those were really low.
No, it's because I sent the copy to Jesse and I just copy and pasted, and I didn't realize what copying and pasting from a Word document would do via email, and so that's what happened. Oh, we got a couple of super chats. Thank you. A couple of super chats. Kerry Matthews, Freak Jesus. Football is like any other sport. It's supposed to be played in the elements. That's why he won't put up the curtains. The sun is an element. Yeah.
Both teams got elements.
Yeah, just built the wrong way.
Oh my God.
Outlaw, Hollywood, and Kavanaugh. Let's go Chiefs from your favorite KC friend. Also, I know how we solved the sun issue. Take it out. What? I feel like that would have side effects.
Can't just take out the sun.
I feel like we need that ball of fire.
We'd be like Alaska.
You're not Jesus.
Great balls of fire.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Top Gun.
Someone said earlier, I missed who it was. It was like, I think it was like Pete Cannell or something like that.
Hey, Pete.
He said the sun is behind these nuts.
Good job. Just
The moon, there it is. The moon is right behind these nuts.
Okay.
please.
I do. We got these nuts. What a season. We got the Sun Fight is back. Trayvon Diggs is D's Nuts and Reporters.
And Micah Parsons is talking about his head
And
coach.
Micah Parsons is now, after people reported the words he said, is mad that people reported the words he said.
Yeah.
And so that is the world that we currently live in with the Cowboys. So Micah Parsons kind of stepped in it last night, and I think I'm actually on Micah's team this time. I think sometimes Micah just doesn't fully articulate the point he wants to make with the words he's saying. Because he was asked after the game about Mike McCarthy's job, and what he wanted to do was make the point that, like, I fight for the dudes in here.
Right.
And, like, Mike, because what he said is, like, Mike could go coach here or there or whatever. And then he brought up Zach Martin.
Yeah, who's
like,
getting
what
it
I
last
feel
year.
bad for Zach Martin, because Micah knows, just like we've been telling you, that this is going to be Zach Martin's last year.
And it needs to be just FYI.
And it probably needs to be. And so, like, I feel bad for him because he's the sort of dude that deserves to have a ring, and you want to hold the trophy for him.
Right.
But then people took it as like he was, and he
Well,
said,
see,
and he said
well,
the
well,
work.
well,
he said, and
see.
he worked. Zach has worked harder and put in more hours
If
or
he
whatever.
had stopped right
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
if he had put a period right there, then I'm good.
Right.
Then I go, oh, I hear what you're saying. Like, and might I add, he would have been absolutely right.
Right.
Like, because as a player, not saying that you don't play for your coach, but I play for the dudes I'm in the foxhole with.
Right.
Right.
To use a veteran term, right? To use a servicemen and women term. I play for the dudes in the foxhole with me. I play for the dudes who are out here grinding with me, the dudes who are out here putting in blood, sweat, and tears. Like, that's who I myself, my family, and then my extended family are the dudes I'm in this foxhole with.
Right.
But then when he adds on,
he says, you want to win games and do big things with legends like that, guys who put in more time and work than Mike McCarthy ever did.
That's where it went too far.
That's when it got a little bit
and I
dicey.
still think it's probably what he means by that is like, we're the ones out here blood, sweat, and tears.
That's what
like Mike's not out here doing all this.
But as a head coach, Mike puts in more hours than you.
Yes.
Right. But he's
supposed to.
Right. Yeah.
Right. But the sacrifice is this, like, the sacrifice
Maybe
is,
he's taking a shot
Well,
at
he's
Mike.
talking about he's not putting his body on the line. I think he's talking about the work we put in the weight room, the body on the line stuff, and all that stuff.
We'll find out because he'll promote his podcast. Where
he's already done that.
The first
next tweet.
Let's put it in context. He was asked about is there any motivation to win to help Mike keep his job.
Right.
And his initially said was, that's above my pay grade. Okay.
Yes.
He said that's above my pay grade.
Tune into The Edge today to find out.
And then he went into obviously what he said about Mike and certainly Zach Martin. I think, and I'm with Jeff, I think as much as you know about nothing, I'm with you, but you're a player, and I everybody got their perspectives. But what I'm saying is, I think just listen to Mike. I don't think he was trying to diss Mike McCarthy. I think he was going out of his way to show empathy for the plight of a Zach Martin. The problem with Micah Parsons is he tries to be too deep sometimes. He tries to be too deep thinking sometimes, and he said too much. He was wrong. What he said was wrong. People have a right to take it and go any which way they want to, and they're killing him for it. But I don't think that was his initial motive was to diss Mike McCarthy. He was trying to show empathy for Micah Parsons. As a media member, it's funny because we often talk about players doing coach speak and saying the right thing and not saying enough. But when a guy says too much, we kill him for it.
But I think, like I said earlier, I think the first part of what he said was I get that. Like, I get what he's saying. It's the part when he continued on and talked about the work that he's put in.
Ethic, right.
Like, that part has that, and
he's going to say people twisted that, which technically you're not twisting it because it's a verbatim quote.
Well, I think this is something that's important that we have to do even so in our business. Like, and what we do is read the room, check the temperature on the thermostat, figure out, like, because this is a context thing, it seems like. And context can be so vast, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way you take something, interpretation, the way you take something can be different than how I take something, whatever. Like, it is, when you're in that type of position, you have to think about all of the different ways that people might take what you are saying.
And in this case, it's literal. Like, you literally said, guys who put in more time and work than Mike McCarthy ever did.
But when he breaks it down,
right,
he's going to say, this is not what I meant. It's not easy to be, and I think this goes back to Clarence's point. It's like, if you can't articulate it in that moment, just don't say it. Like, if you feel like you can't, because now this is after the fact and he's going to be explaining.
But it's Micah. And Micah wants to be thought-provoking. He wants to be a deep thinker. He really, that's what Mike McCarthy's taught. These guys really try to give you guys answers. And Micah really does try to give answers.
Well, Micah likes being in the media.
Yes. And
Micah,
and he does like to try to give answers. And he gave an answer. We don't like what he said, but he gave an answer that came out of his head.
I like the first part. Like, I like the part when he talked about, wanting to do this for guys like Zach.
Yes.
I absolutely love that. I think that is admirable, that's honorable, and that's the truth.
Right.
Because you do, when you look at a lot, especially if you're a player of Micah's caliber, and you look at a guy like Zach Martin, you go, man, I want to win, but boy, it would sure be good to let this guy walk out of here on a good note.
As a player, and let's get to the work ethic thing, and I think that clearly he said something that's gotten everybody up in arms about the work ethic, and he worked harder. I think as a player, and I'm not in the locker room, and you've been in there, do you think that, I know the coaches work longer hours, but they have longer careers. I'm saying he's talking about the blood, sweat, and tears of players who putting their bodies on the line, life on the line, working in the weight room, doing those things that Mike has never done. And I
Right.
think he went too far. But I think that's the
sacrifice is the same, but it's different.
right.
It's different, and you know it, but you don't say it.
I
You
think
don't
that's what he
always
was
say it.
talking about, the sacrifice of what players have to go through.
And again, interpretation, right? Because I also look at it and I go, yes, the sacrifice that Micah puts in or the other guys have put in is different than the sacrifice in what Mike McCarthy puts in.
Right.
But what I think about the sacrifice is there is, especially talking about men, there's stress being a head coach. That'll kill you.
Yeah.
That'll wear you down. He's missing out on a lot of his family time with his wife and his children and all those. And you don't get those back. You don't get those years back from missing recitals and games and things of that nature. So yes, they're both putting in a major sacrifice, right? Like that part we can't miss. I think for me, why I also take it kind of as a little bit of a shot towards Mike McCarthy is, remember when Mike McCarthy left Green Bay?
You say he would get massages during team meetings or something?
He would say people said he got massages during team meetings and wasn't
God.
all. And maybe I'm looking into this too deep, but that's what I thought about. I thought about people saying about Mike McCarthy about, maybe towards the end that he wasn't fully engaged in what he was doing and getting the massage and stuff like that. So, and I could be totally wrong, but those were part of the things that I thought about when he says Zach Martin has worked harder than Mike McCarthy ever has.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think,
and that's tough to say for a Super Bowl winning coach.
No, you're right. Like, I agree. I think that there's an element of the part that you guys have broken down, them being different, the sacrifice still being there, but it being different. But when he said that, then that's what's really provoking people. That's what's really portion is what people are really questioning. Yeah. And I think that it does tie into what you're saying, Jesse, is the fact that there have been whispers of Mike McCarthy not being active or not being, as involved as he needs to be or whatever the case may be as a head coach. So I think people are going to probably take this and start pulling from that and seeking from that. And that maybe wasn't his intent, but that's where we are right now. But you're right.
I just want the reports to be true from 2019 that Mike McCarthy would get massages in his office during team meetings.
Oh, my God.
That would be so awesome. Like, that's how much he hated Aaron Rodgers. He's like, look, I ain't going in there with that idiot. Like, just send the masseuse up and y'all tell me how it went.
Like, literally, the team meeting is supposed to be run by the head coach.
Right. Like, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. And
to consistently do that is insane.
Mike very much emphatically denied that was a true story, but I remember
maybe after the team meeting, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, like, to miss
what if he did the team meeting on the table? Just guys, I was thinking
towel or no towel.
Not Deshaun Watson. I'm talking about a normal massage.
Please,
what normal massage?
That is
normal massages are naked.
Please, y'all.
Yes, with a towel. You don't want Mike McCarthy's butt out in the meeting.
I'm just saying.
What?
But this conversation brings me to something that I've been thinking about the last couple of weeks. Is like this locker room. Are we at that point?
Oh yeah, it's dead. Yeah.
I mean, I understand that, but I feel like yesterday,
it's a brotherhood.
They did.
I was confused because I'm like, was there a disconnect? Because the defense came out, seemed like they trusted their game plan, had some fire in them, seemed like they were charged up, and you didn't get that energy at all from offense.
They might have had tons of energy. They didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah, they didn't have a quarterback. I mean, it's hard to have energy when your quarterback is falling flat.
Sure.
Because Rico had energy. Rico.
I mean, so you can't.
Well, yeah, because he made plays and the offensive line opened holes for them. They had energy blocking for Rico. The quarterback gave him no chance.
Do you feel like they went away from the run too quick?
I did.
No doubt.
Yeah, I did. I mean, Rico had 10 carries for 50 yards at halftime. He finished the game with 12 carries for 53 yards.
He was working them people.
They were getting 3 times as many yards per play calling run plays than pass plays. That's not supposed to be a real thing.
And every pass play was at the line of scrimmage. It was nothing down there. When he threw it downfield, it was underthrown. I mean, it was just nothing.
They don't have a quarterback. We're dead in the water.
They don't.
But we can talk about which one we want to see out there while they lose all the football games. Might as well do a little bit of that.
We can talk about 1-3, 1-3, 1-3.
Chill out, dude. Today's Magic Marker Monday. Who's your quarterback going forward? How many more weeks does Big Mike have? And how many more games can they lose? I do want to shout out Frank in the Super Chat.
Okay, Frank.
20 bomb.
Yeah.
I've been a Cowboys fan since the early 80s, going through the glory years, the glory hole years, if you will.
Wow.
I've always hoped they would get the formula right. I'm just numb. and I can't let my heart back into this team. No easier quick fix. FUBAR. Yeah.
Shama.
Yeah, but we can still have fun. Magic Marker Monday's next on the Cowboys DLLS Podcast.
And I don't need no reads for this one because I got this one down.
Okay.
Pat, baby. I don't care about no little words. But if you're looking for a cool, if you're looking for a fabulous, if you're looking for a durable, if you're looking for a top-of-the-line cooler for your outdoor, for your indoor, for your camping, for your tailgating, head over to Rugged Road, USA.com. Use our promo code DLLS to get 10% off this cooler. Christmas is right around the corner. Don't miss out on this deal. Get a cooler for one of your loved ones. Maybe it's a woman. Maybe it's a man. Maybe it's the person who has the love for the outdoors. This cooler is durable. It is stylish. It floats. It floats. So even if you find yourself like Jeff in your kayak and it flips over and you...
It's not a certified flotation device.
I was getting ready to say, if you just so happen to not have your vest on, maybe you can just hold on to this.
Maybe. Don't plan on it. But it does
Put your vest on. Put your vest on and put your beers inside the cooler. Head to RuggedRollOutdoor.com. Use our promo code DLLS. Get 10% off a cooler.
Once you buy that cooler, you have to have somewhere to set it, which means you need flooring.
Oh, on the floor.
Because you have to set it on the floor. Yes. Our friends at Empire Today be happy to help you with that. I promise you that. Empire Today, you get shop-at-home convenience, the right product for your needs, quick and professional installation, and a low-price guarantee. Plus, at EmpireToday.com/DLLS.
How much?
$350. $350 off. That's what you get. Empire Today is the best place. They cannot be beaten on quality, service, or speed. So what competitors do is they advertise low-quality products that Empire's not going to carry because they ain't no good.
Ain't no good.
You want to get the good stuff.
Don't you know no good?
Don't you know no? The virtual floor designer is great. You can see how new floors will look in any space. You just snap a picture. You'll see how new floors will look in the room. Schedule a free in-home estimate today. All our people can receive a $350 off discount when they use the promo code DLLS. Restrictions apply. EmpireToday.com/DLLS.
Our people mean you are the
people.
You people.
That's so mean.
We just saved out like almost $400. $350 over there,
Yeah, the
10% over here.
Yeah,
Like cooler. I mean, we giving y'all laughs. We giving y'all therapy.
We're killing
We
it.
saving y'all bread.
Hit the like button and show us appreciation. Send us a
Yes.
bunch of money. Whatever whatever works for you.
That works as well.
Make sure you stay tuned, by the way. As soon as we are done here, we will have our All NFL show. It's going to fire off at noon. So just stay on the channel. You know what I'm saying? But it's a Magic Marker Monday, or else. And that's not a threat, of course. It's a Magic Marker Monday. Let me click over. Remember what my topics are.
My pen.
Somebody stole your pen? I didn't do no stealing.
Magic Marker Monday in the chat. I want to know who's the QB going forward, Rush or Lance. How many more weeks does Mike McCarthy have? How many more games can they lose? They got 8. They got 8 left. How many can they lose? Answer those questions for us on a Magic Marker Monday. And we'll start with who is the QB going forward. And I don't want to know. Here's what I don't want to know, Clarence. Well, I'm in the loop and I know everything, so here's what I think the plan is. No, what should the plan be is what I want to know. Okay?
Hey, y'all, that's Kit Kat.
That's our
I was
producer.
just gonna share.
That was Katya.
All right.
Who should be?
I mean, I guess I'll do this. Look, I'll just show you.
Okay.
I thought about doing a bit because it doesn't matter. Like, they know that Cooper Rush isn't any good. I know that he had won some games when they had a good offensive line and a good defense that could keep you around. Cooper Rush is not good. It's hard. Quarterback's hard. And Cooper Rush isn't good. So at this point, you know that the offensive line was, I would say, okay.
Yesterday?
It's not like it was awful.
The left side.
Was better or worse?
The left side was better. The right side.
Okay.
The right side.
So the offensive line is maybe okay. And the weapons are CeeDee in them. And Ferg's fine. But without the right situation, there's levels to the right situation. In the right situation, Dak could get you 12, and all you can do is play better in the playoffs, and maybe you're a real-life contender. In the right situation, Cooper Rush can survive, not turn the ball over, and hope to God that the defense scores that week, and then you can go 4-1 with him. Without the right situation, Cooper Rush is dead in the water.
Mhm.
He is so dead in the water that there's no point to even trying it. And I'll tell you this. There is a reason that Cooper Rush was playing and not Trey Lance. And it's because Cooper Rush is a better quarterback than Trey Lance. But at this point, just run around and hope for the best. That's all I want. You just put in the dude that can run around and hope for the best. And I wrote it. I should have wrote Cooper Rush. I forgot. I want to lose every game.
What you do?
Cooper Rush. I want Cooper Rush to play every game. I want Cooper Rush because I don't want to win. And Trey Lance isn't going to win a game,
I'm finna say.
but he might accidentally run for $140 and 2 touchdowns.
He gonna throw for 3 picks.
He might, and he'll throw 3 picks. Okay, so the answer is obviously it doesn't matter. Trey Lance for my entertainment value. There, that's my answer.
I'm going to go with I'm going Cooper Rush. And the reason why I'm going Cooper Rush because while yesterday was bad. It was awful.
He averaged less than 2 yards per attempt. That's not a real number in the NFL.
There was even a play in the game, if you remember, I think it was in the second quarter after they got the interception, where he dirts one. Like he throws a ball to the left-hand side and nobody's looking at him. It's simply because they're running a screen on the right, and everyone was running a screen. All the players were running a screen. 10 guys were running a screen, and I don't know what Cooper Rush was running, but he decided to throw the ball
He threw
to
an
the
out
left.
route.
Yeah, to the left.
Yeah, and the O-line and CD are all like, huh?
Yeah, they all like, we're over here. And Rico's like, hey, I leaked out. I'm over here. But I believe that the real Cooper Rush, please stand up, is someone in between what we saw yesterday and what we saw 2 years ago.
Which is still the worst offense in football because they were almost the worst when he went 4-1.
And I think he's somewhere in the middle of that. And I still think that Cooper Rush gives you a better overall, whatever the closest thing to success you can possibly
I'm sorry,
get.
what was that? Whatever the closest thing,
to
but
success, but not success.
Okay.
Nick, success is gone. Success is about to have surgery tomorrow.
Yeah.
Success was the one who almost got ran over on the sideline in the sweatsuit.
Yeah.
That's success.
Success tore the hamstring off the bone.
Success is off the bone.
Off the bone.
Success is off the bone.
Damn.
We off the chain. Success is off the bone.
No, y'all. Don't say that.
That's a wild statement.
It's off the
Don't
bone.
say that.
But I believe that in between those things is a Cooper Rush. I thought actually the running game was getting going yesterday, and all of a sudden they went away from it. I think more of that to allow some relief to Cooper Rush. But going forward, I do think Trey Lance is horrible. Like he's a little bit more athletic.
All due respect.
No, for them. I'm 100% disrespectful. This is a disrespectful statement.
Oh my God.
He is a bad football player.
He's still in the NFL, Jesse. Where are you, bro?
I'm here.
Because you're horrible.
I was. And that's why Jason Garrett said, I wish I had 53 of you, but I don't want the one that I got. Your time is up here, son. So I get it. I was horrible. Yes, I was.
But you weren't drafted high where you get to keep
I
having
wasn't a
chances.
number 3. I wasn't a number 3 overall pick. If I was a number 3 overall pick, I'd probably still be playing somewhere right now. But it ain't about me.
No, it's not.
about these quarterbacks.
Yep.
Who are probably not too much better than me at that position. Yeah. But for me, it would be Cooper Rush going forward.
Okay. Can I call a timeout before Clarence goes? Just want to shout out. We're rich. We just got rich. I want to shout out
Duck.
First I want to shout out before Duck. Mr. or Mrs. Dyson. What is that one? Hit that one real quick. Alias. A U-turn sign couldn't turn Dallas around. It's tank time. Travis Hunter, I support you 100% and thank you. Now, Duck.
Alias Diaz.
50 bomb.
Woo!
Since you demanded our money, here it is. Play Lance. Nothing to lose. McCarthy changing was a lie. We should throw more 5-yard curls on 3rd and 10. Tank for another D lineman so we can be disappointed again. Love everyone. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for the positivity at the end of the incredibly negative message. And
is there any possible way that you will be in the position to get a top 10 draft pick, trade out of that?
That's how I dance.
Get 2 first-round picks.
That's how I dance.
And then trade one of those first-round picks and another pick to the Giants for
if they want to come up off Dexter Lawrence, I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Okay.
But I don't know if they want to come up off Dexter Lawrence.
I know. All right.
People are asking the same thing about Micah Parsons then. They're like, you suck. Why aren't you trying to trade away your best players?
That's a good point.
And it's, that's kind of where we're at.
Dexter going to cost so much
It
money.
was funny. just a week ago, we were on the show.
It was all good just a week ago.
You were advocating Trey Lance starting against this next week.
Oh, and now you changed your mind because
You
Cooper
were
is so good.
That's how bad Trey Lance was.
You're
Y'all gotta
senile.
start fighting.
No, it's
You're
not.
senile.
No.
I never advocated for Trey Lance.
Yes, you said that
You're
it
senile.
should not take a
He
week.
said Thanksgiving.
No, he said before Thanksgiving.
No, I didn't. I said Thanksgiving. I said
So
is this
I said
question?
2 weeks.
Is this
2 weeks of Cooper?
Is this question the rest of the season or for the next 2 weeks on this Magic Market?
Oh,
question?
who is starting this week? Who do you
Oh,
want
this
to
week.
start this week? Who
This
is the
week,
quarterback going forward?
It's a 1 week.
Who
thing.
is the quarter? No,
I'm
it's
erasing.
not 1 week. Look, now you ain't gonna.
I got Cooper Lance.
Who is the quarter?
Oh, see, what
I
I'm
got
saying?
Cooper Lance.
Don't ever broadcast with beat writers.
I got
'Cause
a
the sons of
Cooper
bitches
Lance.
don't understand how
I
it works.
got a Cooper Lance.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll be back when I got to throw it to break.
I got a Cooper Lance.
Jesse, you throw
I'm going with Cooper Lance because you got to play both of them. We know Trey's not in the good. Oh, I almost got it. You threw it too hard. There you go. That left hand. Hey, you kind of grooved the last one in there. It was good. It kind of curved in there. I saw it. Kind of grooved in there. Cooper Lance.
Going on right
Cooper Lance.
Can't
Cooper
even
Lance.
answer a
What is Cooper
effing
Lance?
question.
Actually, I got a story up on DLLS.com. Start Trey Lance. Cowboys are contemplating that. Mike McCarthy said they will consider that today where they're going to start Trey Lance. Of course, Cooper Lance. Go with Cooper Lance.
Cooper Lance.
You got to need both of them. Neither one of them are good enough to start and play the whole game. You got to use both of them. Use Trey and back and just
Can I get the
make it
regular
happen.
chat back just so I can see if anybody's yelling at Clarence for
Make
being
it
a
happen.
bad
Make it happen.
broadcaster?
Cooper Lance.
See, that's why I don't try to write stuff, because it's not up my alley.
Cooper
Why do we
Lance.
give him a mic?
Cooper Lance.
clue.
He's a
Because
writer.
I got thoughts.
I'm done with
I got
him.
thoughts.
Get THOT.
I got thoughts.
THOT.
Got them too.
No, y'all.
Come on, Papa.
No! Stop supporting him.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say to start Trey Lance.
I'd like to thank you for picking a person
Yeah,
as opposed to just writing a couple words.
Cooper Lance ain't a person?
No.
my
Have
thing
you seen him
is
play?
that I'm
fair.
at a point with him, and I believe that he's at a point in his career where this could be definitive for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we joke about it, we talk about it and everything, but I'm like, if he gets the opportunity to play in this for the rest of the season,
Could be the end of his
you
career.
will be able to definitively say, Jesse,
Say he can't play.
he can't play. And he will be able to make the decision because you have to think too, like, this is kind of in limbo for him too, where he's like, okay, well, I'm going to this other team, or even when he was with the 49ers, it's like in and out. He's injury prone. He's dealing with injuries, whatever the case may be. I think this is an important and a pivotal moment for him in his career and him as a person to either pivot or to continue doing what he's doing. And I think also, too, this will give him, the NFL, the information to say, is this guy a viable player? Is he going to have any value? Whatever. I think we could get a crap ton of answers from what, him being out there. Then you factor in the athletic ability, like Jeff said, and him being able to do just a few more things. But I just don't think this is, for him, if they do start him, I'm sure him and his people are looking at it as a prime opportunity to either boost his career or for them to figure out what he does next in the NFL.
You mean
And
a
I think
contractor?
UFL. He's not
It
quitting.
doesn't matter. That's my point.
Yeah.
He can decide after this because you go to another
That's
team.
more disrespectful
you get a
than what I said.
start.
You put the man in the USFL.
You get a new start. You get a new
needs to
start. You get a
play.
fresh start. He's tried something different. If it doesn't work here, then we'll know what's up with this player, and he can go on about his business, and
That's
the
solid.
Cowboys can go on about his business.
That's solid.
Can I ask you something?
That's
What's
solid.
that stuff in the corner?
It's notes.
Yeah, I was
Get
like,
up off her notes.
I was like, what is that?
I
Yeah,
stuff?
it's notes.
I write a lot, so I don't forget.
I'm like, what's that stuff
I
in the
write
corner?
it down.
I think Trey Lance, he could figure out after this if he could get like a decal for a truck. Trey Lance, general contractor, kind of fix stuff around the house.
No, I mean, but at least he'll
At
know.
least I admitted my
CF
disrespect.
CFL, UFL.
Wait, see, that's what I'm saying. This is
Y'all
the difference.
are evil.
I just flat out say I'm being disrespectful.
But mine's funny.
Then
I'm
you make
funny.
him.
I mean,
You
Terrence
make
Williams
him.
went to Mexico. He played in the Mexican League.
Yeah.
You
He
made
can
the
play in the
man.
Mexican League.
You made the man the better business bureau landscape.
But he'd have an A+ rating.
then you made the man go to another
He needs
country.
reps.
Like,
He needs reps. He
and
needs to play.
But I'm the bad guy with my disrespect.
No. Mike
Dan
McCarthy
Skipper
said
brought over the big old light up lights from a party. Like NFL dudes
he
got to
needs
find
to-
other stuff.
he needs to play. He needs to play. That's all I'm saying.
What is this? We got that ain't another one, is it?
Oh, that's Frank.
Holy
Frank
crap, Frank! Come
Oh,
on in,
let's
Frank!
go, Frank.
Let's go! Love you
Let's
guys.
go.
Keep smiling. It's contagious. That's my only goal. This team can be as bad as it wants. We're gonna have fun.
Let's
I like
have
the
fun.
Cooper Land. I like the Cooper Land. Oh no, don't support Clarence.
Thank you. Thank
give
you.
each a half.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
Jesus, if I have to pick a person, I would go Lance. See, you picked a person until he either balls out or, well, let's get it.
Well, that just
They will go back and forth the rest of the season. I mean, you're
They
going to
will.
play Trey Lance, and he's going to be off, and then we got to go back to Cooper Rush. It's going to be
It's
that.
basically a 8-week tryout for which one of you are we going to offer nothing to be our backup next year?
Yes.
thank
Yes.
you, Kevin.
That's what we got.
Man.
Yes. That's
Let's see here.
So much for those guys caring about Zach Martin.
Tried.
Yeah, I don't care.
Trey Lance and Cooper Rush. Do you care about Zach Martin? Do you have the
Y'all are
same
so-
feelings?
Bring back Danucci. I like that.
Do you
He's my
have
friend.
the
my
same
God.
He's my
feelings
friend. I want him back.
that Micah has
Yeah.
about wanting to do something great for the guys like Zach Martin?
Yeah.
I need my
Do you,
head.
Cooper? Do
Yeah.
you, Lance? Or do you want to go and do a landscaping business
Yeah.
or to the USFL?
I think he'd be a great business
And
I,
owner.
not
I need my
care
head
about
from Danucci, though. I didn't.
No,
I
you're
didn't,
not getting
I
it.
didn't diss him bad.
You're not getting
I,
it.
man, I
I
showed
went
you the
looking. I
tweet.
couldn't find nothing too bad.
That wasn't too bad.
I went-
I did too. I went look.
I went and tried to get Clarence in trouble with Danucci so he couldn't get a
It
hat,
wasn't
but I
too
couldn't find anything too
bad,
bad.
you know?
I wasn't even really on Twitter yet, so I got to say.
Okay, I'm gonna go check. It's probably gonna be me that's
I
in
don't know.
trouble.
This side right here might have been the side that was saying I probably shouldn't ask for free stuff.
Yeah.
Do I feel
No,
like
I did not
I felt
say
that energy
that.
from
That's
this
not
side
true.
right here. This
You're-
y'all two over here was saying
you
like,
treat
don't
me
ask for free
You
stuff.
treat me
Don't
like
do
Micah
that.
Parsons did not say that.
I've always wanted a hat. I've always wanted one of the
I'm
hats.
gonna run the tape back today.
We'll see.
Run the
which
tape
one's
back.
better.
We'll see.
But
The thing
you
is
gotta-
Why you
I'm the
gotta
one
act
with
like
his phone
this?
number, so you had to be nice to me, so I could be nice to him for you.
Yes, I need the hat.
That's right. Yeah, I'm Jerry in this bitch. That's right. Coming up next,
Son,
how many more weeks does Mike have, and how many more games can they lose? Which is what I want. Katya, can I get the ice tank real quick? I just see the ice tank. This is the season goal right here.
Oh
that's
my
for
gosh.
Jeff and Jeff only. I don't subscribe to tanking
Yes, you do.
ever.
Yes, you do. You just said you wanted Cooper Rush to
My
play.
thing.
I do.
Coming up next, yeah, the two things that I said on the Cowboys DLLS podcast. Also, we want you to sign up to be a diehard because that's what it's about. And that's what life's about. Life's about being a diehard. Even though the football team is we
We have
still,
more things to offer than just being butt.
Yeah. But you get to watch all of our shows if you're a local DFW fan, and you get to do all those things. And that you don't have to sign up for nothing for. You can just take our free content. Be a taker.
Is
You
it
can
a
do
cute
that.
butt though? Like, is it a cute butt or
What
an
is-
onion butt?
Our show.
What?
Our show is a good old. Our show is a nice little peach bottom.
Little peach butt?
A little peach
Like, what are you
bottom.
talking about?
yeah.
A cute
Nah, I was
butt.
just trying to figure out what kind of butt it was.
But we also want you to be a part of
Big
a
old
community of
Big
DFW
old-
diehards. And you
big
can
old
do that
butts.
at alldlls.com/intro, where you sign up to be a diehard, and then you get to hook up. You get to hook up on our merch, which is great. I'll wear the T-shirt again tomorrow. I need to get some more T-shirts so I can show them all to you. But our merch is badass. And when you decide to be a diehard, you get a free shirt and you get 20% off for future purchases. 20% off when we have our events, which they're happening. They're coming. They're coming
Is
for you.
Jesse's shirt ironed so we can wear it all together one day? I mean, is your shirt ironed yet?
You iron your
Y'all
shirt?
could have y'all didn't have to jump the gun and put the shirts on the first day y'all got
Okay,
them. Y'all could have tucked y'all in y'all book
That's in the
bag.
past.
All right.
Is your shirt ironed so we can all do it together?
Nah, it's
Have you guys seen The Lion King?
See?
The Lion King, like
Do you remember when?
Anya,
Yeah.
Anya.
Do you remember when Rafiki? Anytime someone says the words "it's in the past," all I can think of is Rafiki hit Simba in the head with that stick, and he's like, "What?" And he's like,
That's
"It
it.
doesn't matter. It's in the past."
Give me a stick.
No, it's in the
Katya,
past.
give me a stick so I can bop him in
I'ma
the head
stick
every
you
single
back.
time.
You get access to our Discord server, our Discord lounge, where everybody's hanging out. All sorts of DFW sports fans. Some of you might just watch the Cowboy show, but we want you to watch all of them. Whatever you cheer for. But we all meld together in the Discord lounge and have ourselves a party. I might jump in there after the show. Just say a little hello. Yeah, what you been writing? You get access to our premium
Wrote
content.
about Trey Lance. Bitch should be the starter going forward. Wrote that today, this morning. Wrote about
Don't tell them what's
Mike
in there.
McCarthy and Jerry Jones.
They can
and-
pay to
and-
know what's
and,
in there.
Jerry Jones talking about Mike McCarthy's future.
Yeah.
Was he
See?
going to make an in-season coaching change?
That's a good tease. That's a good tease. All right, we got 2 more questions for Magic Marker Monday that we got to get to.
All right.
Jerry Jones said Mike McCarthy's good. He ain't going to fire him. But they're also playing football the way they're playing football. And
It's
so
making me so
he
mad.
gets to ask the same question after every new blowout. So at what point will it catch up? They've played 9. They've already had their bye. So there's 8 weeks left.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before their playoff run. But there's 8 weeks left. How many weeks does Mike McCarthy have left as the head coach?
Let me look.
Why you looking? You calculating?
Sorry, man.
I
had
gotta
to
look
write.
at the schedule.
So here's what I got. 8 weeks plus some office time. Because I don't remember the exact date that their contracts run out, but I remember that Jason Garrett had a terrible season. And
He wouldn't leave, though.
And we knew that he was not going to be the coach anymore, but they didn't have to call it firing because his contract was going to run out. And my guy Jason went to work, and he knew he was gone. Knew it. But until the day the contract ran out, he was out at the Star in his office like, is there anything y'all want me to do? And they're like, no, you're not going to be our coach. And he's like, I know, but I'm still under contract. And it's just like, but you could leave. And he's like, no, can I do some exit interviews? Like, can I? And Mike will have the same opportunity, but I don't think he'll take it up to the last day, but he'll make it through the whole season and then maybe a week or 2 in the office. And then he'll be like, I'm not coming back, right? And they won't have to call it firing once again. They will not fire Mike McCarthy at all. His contract will run out and he will peacefully move on with his life. He gonna make it.
What Indiana Bones says 8 weeks plus?
Some massage time. Well, I think you could do that during the 8 weeks. Look, if you're Mike, there's no point in trying your hardest. Like, just chill. I mean, you got Cooper Rush and Trey Lance, man. This thing's over. Don't try your best. Don't waste protect your energy, you know?
If he tried his best, it wouldn't matter anyway.
But what I don't understand is, like, I understand what you're saying about the contract, and I understand what you're saying, but it's just like, if Al Harris takes over, what matters? Why does it matter?
It just doesn't change anything.
That's my point.
If Kellen Moore were here,
It wouldn't be
they would do
ours.
it. They might do it.
But if they don't agree, if the locker room is gone,
It ain't coming back.
All right, so let's start with you.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. When's he getting fired?
When's he fired?
How long is Mike got?
I mean, if it was me, it would have been today.
How
It
long
would have
Mike
been
got?
a
What do
week.
you?
What's your
What's your
board
board say?
How long is Mike got? Oh,
You didn't write
don't say
anything on the
nothing.
board?
Oh, don't
No,
say
Time
nothing.
we were
because I'm
writing-
contemplating.
You don't-
I think he got 1 week. I
Wow.
don't think he has one. You cannot, like, this is next level embarrassment. Like, I understand the contract things and all those things.
Yeah, I
but
just don't think Jerry's going to pay somebody 7 weeks to not work.
But at the same time,
Exactly.
it's just like,
He's been
how
facetious.
can you?
I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I'm absolutely not.
He's not worried about the 7
I
weeks.
feel
I
like
absolutely think that Jerry won't fire somebody that he's paying money to.
it's literally Thanos type stuff. Like, it's inevitable.
Mhm.
It's. I don't understand why, and I think it needs to be like that because the locker room's not obviously not responding well. You have some guys that are trying to play hard or whatever. These micro comments is gonna turn into something else. Like, you're just stewing in like foolishness, just focal corners. No,
That's how much is
What is
left.
it? Oh, yeah, he's still owed over $2 million?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's how
don't
much
just get
is
$2 million. You're coming to work,
$5
brother.
million for the year. Break that down to 17 weeks. You said
I know
7
we're
weeks
talking
left.
about contracts, but we got people on the roster right now that you paying from others. Like, do we care about contracts? Do we really care about, oh, I have to pay this guy? Because you are literally paying guys that are retired now. You do that on the
I like-
football level.
I like when she get like this.
You do
Well,
on
yeah,
the football level.
that's
So
just
why would it
accounting.
matter
Yeah.
that, oh, let me hold on to the head
Now,
coach
hold
or
on,
whatever
let
the
it go
case
on.
may be? Because it's just like, you already handle contracts poorly. Why not? Why change up now?
Keep going.
Yeah.
No,
It's
I'm
fair.
just, I don't,
No,
I
no,
just,
don't-
I
no,
feel
no.
like this
This is
is
your
such
moment.
a toxic environment.
Yeah.
You need to start plucking people out of here to salvage what you have if you are going to take some of these guys into next year, because you don't want it to get to a point to where your players are just like, you don't care about us. I don't know. I just think it's weird. Like, I just think it's weird to just sit here and stew in this when you know he's going to get fired. You know what's going to happen. You know this whole coaching staff's going to be gone. Start doing what you need to do now so the players that are going to be here can have a conglomerate and can build upon that. I don't
Okay, Nubian
understand that.
Queen, go off. Nah, keep going.
No, I'm done. I just F his contract.
Mm,
You say F everybody else's contract.
that's
You literally cut other guys for nothing. Like, I'm not saying in a mean way.
no,
I'm
no,
just
no.
saying,
Keep
like,
going. Keep
what
going.
sense
Turn
is
him
that?
up. Give him the business. Give
No,
him
I'm
the
done.
business.
I'm done.
No,
I'm
no, no,
asking
no,
you
keep
guys,
going.
like, when do contracts matter? 2 mil? in comparison to what you paying people on your roster right now, or what you paying guys that have already gone. Like,
would you want to fire Al Harris in a month because you're putting him in a setup? They're not going to play better. They're going to suck.
He's gone too.
You are putting them in it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You just fire each guy that's the head guy every couple weeks.
That's my point, though. Like, get the
Great
reps.
storyline.
Yeah.
At this point, people trying to get reps. People trying to make money.
It won't be Al Harris.
If his money is set, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
think if there were a candidate,
They don't have a candidate.
it could be a real conversation.
Yeah,
I
they don't
just
have
don't
a
think
candidate.
there is.
It won't be Al Harris.
It won't be Al Harris.
Yeah,
But was it supposed to be the guy for the Raiders either?
Yeah, but that was a different locker room.
I mean, is it that different? Chaotic?
Yeah, that was a different situation.
Sure.
That was a different situation.
Sure. But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like you're just in such a place that I don't think any of it matters except for salvaging your locker room. And I don't think you're doing that by doing this.
And AP has a voice, and he makes his voice known. Al is more of a kind of in the background type of guy.
That makes sense.
So it's a two different situations.
I understand that.
You know.
But I'm done ranting. I don't. Contracts have never mattered. I don't know why they matter all of a sudden now.
We need a rant. We need a rant.
Good.
We need a rant.
Yeah.
Little cook.
I
You
just
through
think
cooking?
it's not safe.
You through cooking?
I'm done talking.
Clarence, how many weeks?
I'm frustrated.
I don't think contracts is the issue, but everybody has their opinion. I think it'll be 7 weeks. Jerry just dug in. I think it's like the curtains. He's dug in.
Well, you think he's going to get fired with one game left?
Yeah, so he can get a jump on the next head coach.
Eagles
So he
game.
can get a jump on the next head
Y'all
coach.
see Ben Johnson win a game after golf through 5 picks?
Yeah. I think he's.
Well, you think Dak would love to have a chance to win a game?
He wants to get
Go
in
Tar
line,
Heels.
get a jump on the next head coach. I think it'll be one guy. I think he'll do it. He's stubborn. He says he won't do an in-season coaching change. I think, last week of the season, if it's going the way it's going, I think he'll make a change so he can get a jump on the next head coach.
And I think he could say, like, once it's mathematically eliminated, be
Yeah.
like, yeah, this isn't in season because our season is officially over.
Yeah, because
It's over.
he
So-
doubled down. I made the mistake with Wade Phillips, and I regret firing Chan Gailey. I'm not going to make in-season coaching change. So he's dug in like he's dug in on the curtains right now. But I think, after the season continues to go the way it is, last game of the season, it's time.
Ooh,
It'll happen.
I hate to see people hold on to a relationship they don't need to.
Tell him it ain't time.
Ooh.
Tell him to holler at me.
Oh, I'm the eraser.
How many weeks, Jesse?
2 weeks.
I see you, Beamer.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Okay.
It happens on November 29th, 2024. This is the day that we sit right after Thanksgiving game.
Oh.
You head into your mini bye. And I think up to that point, you're looking and trying to hold on to whatever you can to give something left for your Thanksgiving Day game, right? Because it's still about the jersey stills. It's still about the TV watching viewerships on Thanksgiving. But at this point, you're probably going to lose next week, and then the week after that, and then you're faced with, the Thanksgiving Day game. Was it the Giants?
Giant.
Yeah.
So when you lose to the Giants,
that is a good firing game.
when you lose to the Giants,
It's a good firing game.
and now you have the mini bye that weekend to kind of get your things together about who's going to be the next guy heading into that December month, a December to remember. Might I say?
Yeah.
I think 2 weeks is what he has left. November 29th. Look at that Friday heading into the weekend.
What I say is you just hate me. You hate me. I got plans for that weekend.
He does hate you.
That's
he doesn't
Texas,
hate you.
Texas A&M.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to be working and chasing, writing stories after that game. You just hate me.
So don't.
I was going to Houston, taking my family to Houston. My daughter's going to be cheering and Rice on that Saturday. I was going to go to the Texas A&M game.
So just
But
don't
you
write
hate
nothing
me.
today. Tell Jerry this
You
is my
hate
protest.
me.
You guys
Better
suck.
bring your
I ain't
laptop.
writing nothing.
I take it everywhere I go anyway.
Laptop in a hotspot.
You think so
I
different?
take it everywhere I go
So that's
anyway.
all right now.
Just don't worry about it. There's 8 games left in the season. How many more can they lose? There's 8 games left in the season. My goal is to lose every single one of them, get as high draft pick as I can, have Travis Hunter out there running routes with CeeDee Lamb next year, and kick ass. How many more can they lose out of the 8? And I think they can lose 7.
How many more can they lose?
How many more can they lose?
6.
Will can.
I think they can pull out 2 more games.
I think they can win. I think they can lose 7 more. I think Carolina and New York are the hiccups. Those are the danger zones. But if you can go 1-1 against those 2 and lose the rest, you're cooking. You're cooking at 4-13.
I got 6 more losses. I got them beating Carolina and the Giants. Yes, they're hiccups, but I got them beating Carolina.
I
and Giants.
hate this, guys.
What?
I'm going to put 7 because I don't want us to be 6-6-6. So I'm gonna put 7.
But what do you think? 6? Huh?
I think 6.
You think 6?
I'm gonna put 7, but I'm gonna think 6.
This
How cool is it
sucks.
that the eraser sticks to the board?
This
Pretty
sucks.
badass,
It
right?
sucks. It sucks. It sucks.
This does not suck. It's draft season. It's fun season. It's make fun of people time. This is
I
good.
want to
making
talk
fun of
about
people.
football for the next month.
Overshown was good. Overshown and Micah. That's hot. That's a good
Awesome
future.
Richards.
He survived.
He wasn't bad.
Look at
I
Tar
watched
Heels.
him. I
Look
watched
at
him
them
this
Tar
morning.
Heels, baby.
He did a little
He
bit more
might
than
have been better
surviving.
Guyton's
He did
average
better
game,
than
which is good.
He did a
That's
little bit more
better.
than surviving.
That's better.
I thought he was. I think it's
Rico
a good
was
trend in the
good.
right
0
direction.
to 100. Give Awesome a grade.
We're going to talk about Zeke's fumble?
Sir?
0 to 100. Give Awesome a grade. Like 100 is Tyler Smith's best game ever. 0, you suck. Give him a grade.
I give him a 58.
Okay,
Wow,
so
that's-
then don't tell me he did more than survive. You trying to
He
make it
did
sound
more
like he
than
was awesome.
survive.
He survived.
I don't think he was awesome, but I feel like for his first full NFL game starting,
He survived.
that is, it was promising to see.
I love
from
this
him.
right here. Who is this last one? What is this? Dense balls? What is this?
dense balls.
What is that right there?
Yeah.
It says Jesse watched the whole game and came away with Trey Lance is bad.
Yeah. Is
Yeah,
that what you came around?
I've been knew that. I've
Yeah.
been saying that since I saw the man last year.
Yeah,
I don't know. The game just you realize that game. I've been saying Trey Lance is bad since preseason.
Hit the like button or else. That's not a threat. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everyone. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies.
Or else.
We all silly like the mayor.